Today, we are going to be talking about Fight Club.
But look, didn't you know the first rule of Fight Club is you're not supposed to talk about Fight Club?
Wow, that is so funny, man. Did you go to school as a professional comedian? Because that's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life, is what I want to say to people who, anytime I bring up Fight Club, are like, the first rule of Fight Club, you guys want to talk about Fight Club? It's like, yeah, I saw the movie, man. Like, I know the line, and I read the book, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today, is the book. Probably the movie too, but whatever. So, 2 months ago, I read Fight Club, and I literally forgot I read it, because I read it so quickly over the course of 2 days, and then I just never got around to making a review for it, but then it was tickling around in my brain today, and I was like, you know what? Let's talk about Fight Club, baby. I haven't typed out this review, I haven't, planned anything, I'm just going to talk. So, immediately, what I want to talk about is the book as a whole, and the way it's written. Very simple. Very easy to get through book. And I loved it, by the way. I'm sure you want to know if I liked it or not. I thought it was really great. It wasn't actually as deep as I wanted it to be. I would have loved it to be a little bit thicker and a little bit more in-depth. But this was, I have no idea how to say his last name, so I'm just going to say Palahniuk. This was Chuck Palahniuk's first book. And it kind of shows, but it kind of doesn't. The story is really great. It's about this guy. We don't know anything about him other than he works at a mundane job at an office, and he doesn't like where his life is at, and he collects nice furniture, and he's very proud of his home design, and he just has little hobbies and little insomnia issues, and he meets a man one day who's kind of everything he wants to be, who's strong, talented, charismatic, he gets all the girls, and this man is named Tyler Durden, and through the narrator's friendship with Tyler Durden, we learn more about these guys and their relationship to each other. And it's just about how two different people really can bring out the best and or worst in someone, and also how we can discover more about our inner selves and who we want to be. But, so, the book. It's really short. I read it in 2 days, and I've read big, thick books in 2 days by power reading and adrenaline speed reading or listening to an audiobook. But this was it's that thick and big print pages, and I was just casually reading it. I didn't have to sit down and invest and be all right, we're gonna saddle up for a big reading session. It's a very easy, very casual read, and that's why I recommend it to a lot of younger people. Well, not too young, but my cousin, for example, I don't know, he's 16, 17 or something like that, and I was like, hey, I know you're not a big reader, you should read Fight Club. It's short, it's easy, and the story is great. And also a lot of Chuck Palahniuk, the author, a lot of his charm comes through in the writing style, because it is a first-person book told from the perspective of the narrator. And I think the narrator is a really cool, lovable character. He's witty, he's got charm, and we really like being along with the ride for him and learning about him from first person. And this book is absolutely best told from a first-person perspective. I don't think it would work nearly as well from a third-person perspective. And if you know spoilers, you know kind of what I'm talking about. But this book, being first-person, experiencing everything through the narrator's eyes as he learns more about Tyler and he learns more about the Fight Club world, that was all really, really great. Now, before I get into spoilers and into discussing kind of the movies and the parallels between that, I'm just going to say this. It's a great book. I'm not blown away by it. I wish it was a lot thick. Actually, you know what? I'm going to talk a little bit more about the length before I get into spoilers. I wish it was thicker. I really do. I really do. Because it was so short, I feel like we really could have gone deep, deep, deep with this thing. It could have been, pages and pages and pages and chapters on the narrator's mental state. And, him growing and learning about Marla and the people he meets at his anonymous meetings that he goes to and stuff like that. I think there's a lot of untapped potential in the concept of this book, and it really could have been it's great, but it could have been a masterwork. So a lot of potential that wasn't fully tapped into, but then again, it was Chuck's first novel, and I don't know if that's what he was going for. I think he wanted a straightforward tale about a guy in real time as well. This has a very real time feel to it. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm disgusting. This book has a very real-time feel to it, which is why I think I read it so quickly, is because it literally, like, you're just there as things are happening. Whereas Stephen King books, for example, there's a lot of mid-chapter, mid-conversation, they'll be like, oh, think about this person is. You gotta remember, way back here, here, and here, and then we'll give all this backstory and exposition and stuff like that. This book is start to finish perfectly linear. The narrator's journey, we're just experiencing through him. So it was kind of the right length for what they wanted it to be, but I think it could have been more. I think it could have been more. Spoiler time. In 3, 2, 1, boom. The fact that the narrator meets Tyler on a nude beach in the book, I love that. And I like it a lot more than meeting on the airplane in the film. Because meeting on the nude beach is so symbolic for the narrator. Because if you just watch this far and want to hear spoilers, the narrator and Tyler are the same person. And he's a figment of his imagination, everything he wants to be. So when they meet on a nude beach, he sees Tyler muscular, glimmering. The way he describes him is something like almost godlike and like worshipful. So he sees Tyler naked and just confidently standing there building this art piece, and he's like, holy shit, this guy's an artist. He's sculpted from the gods. He's hot. He's got a nice dick. Like, everything about Tyler we see in his naked form, and it's immediately a surface level thing. So we know that the narrator obviously is not comfortable in his own skin and doesn't like the way he looks. He wishes he was like this hot god as much as he likes to like deny it. So I loved the nude beach meeting. I thought that was a stroke of genius, and I wish they had have kept that in the movie. Mainly because, I mean, come on. But also, I just think it hits on the themes that much more. And it's really exciting to follow and learn from the first-person perspective how a person processes the fact that they're realizing they have severe split personality disorder. It's spooky, man. It's spooky. But anywho, there's not too much I want to talk about because I read the book so long ago, and this is more of a casual chit-chat instead of a full-on review. I'm just going to say I really liked it, and if anyone's read the graphic novel, let me know if I should read it, because I think that would be a very interesting concept. And I do like the characters. I want to see where they go. But I think I would miss the first-person perspectiveness of the first book. So let me know. Anyways, guys, that's all I've got to say about Fight Club. Thank you so much for joining me today. And, oh, also, before you go, I wrapped presents for you guys. Look at that. Boo! But the thing about the giveaway I have to sadly announce is she's going to have to be Ontario-wide. There's been some problems with shipping and stuff like that, financially as well. I'm not really sure how it's going to work out. So I think we're going to have to do the first one to Ontario, that's fine because I think a lot of my viewers are in Ontario, as that's where I'm based out of, and a lot of mutual friends watch the channel and support the channel and share it. So the first giveaway we do is going to have to be Ontario only, but I'm going to post the details very soon, so stay tuned for that. If you like what I do here and you want to support the channel, feel free to drop a comment, share this video, and I do have a Patreon of which you can find info in the bottom description where we do exclusive content and polls behind the scenes, all that sort of stuff, just for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and have a lovely, lovely day.